Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and this video is about dedicated servers for Call of Duty Ghosts. It's better news than you might guess, so here we go. This came out as a tweet from Mark Rubin, who's from Infinity Ward. Ghost Online Connectivity Update. I wanted to give a quick update on some of the work that has been done to improve everybody's online experience. We've already mentioned dedicated servers as part of the overall plan to improve connectivity. Dedicated servers will be used on current gen, next gen, and PC with Ghosts. And in order to make sure a lot of people have the best possible experience regardless of platform, location, or connection, Ghost will be using a hybrid system of dedicated servers and listen servers. So no matter where you are, the game will always be trying to give you the best online performance possible. There's also some great new tech in the matchmaking system that will place players in matches that have the best combined overall connectivity performance. Again, these are just some of the things that are going on in COD Ghosts to give players a great online experience. I can't wait to see you all. So, that's cool. Later, he was asked to explain exactly what current gen, next gen, and PC, and he's like, I can't name them all, you know, presumably because of some contract he has with Microsoft, but they're like, does current gen include the PS3? And he said yes, and we know that it includes the PS4, and he's just updated, he's tweeted enough that he's confirmed that these are the consoles, like this guy's... he causes trouble for me on the gameplay. He's tweeted enough to confirm that the PS3, the PS4, the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and the PC will all get dedicated servers. He hasn't explained exactly what this hybrid system of listeners and dedicated servers is. If I were to throw a guess out there, I'd say that people in populated areas like the United States, like the more populated parts of Europe, are going to have a nice dedicated server experience. But the people from, say, Australia, the people from areas where there isn't a high concentration of COD players compared to, you know, say, Western Europe and the United States, they might have the existing system so that these guys can connect to each other and have a closer server or whatever, you know. Maybe they don't have servers all over the world, so they have this hybrid system. It'll be interesting, and it's a way for these guys to compete with each other on the best COD experience, and competition is good, right? You know, if Sony can provide a really good, you know, cloud out there and perhaps do a better job than Microsoft, and that might show up. People might say, dude, the connections on Sony are just so much better than the connections on Microsoft because their dedicated server system is better, or vice versa. This guy won't leave me alone. Look at this. Yeah, it's not just him. There's a couple of guys in this game who are like drawing attention to me and putting me on the map, but I do my best. So let's talk about what dedicated servers mean to you. Right now, what happens is the game has to pass information around about where you're moving, about what you're shooting, about things that have happened, right? Like if I blow up a car, then you need to know that car is blown up too. It has to happen on your screen. You need to hear the noise. You need to see that the car has been transformed from its like pre-explosion to post-explosion kind of animation. That information now, one of the players in the game without dedicated servers becomes the host, and I tell him, and then he tells you, and he passes all this information around. Well, with dedicated servers, we all communicate directly with the dedicated server, and what's nice about that is they have these like commercial quality internet connections. They have these connections that are not going to run out of bandwidth, or not going to get flaky, or not going to be good when Infinity Ward tests to see who should host the game, but bad after that guy's sister starts watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Netflix. That's the problem with having peer-to-peer systems. It's that, and you can see right now my game is kind of lagging. People have these spikes. You know, the connections are not guaranteed like they are at a data center, and they may not have the same kind of, you know, flexibility, or I should say like extra bandwidth that you'd expect to have at a data center. So the upside of these dedicated servers is that this guy's shooting me from my own team again. The upside of these dedicated servers is that you can get a better connection experience, and everybody gets the same connection experience. As it is now, like they do their best to make the host not a god in this game, but there's some flexibility. Like if you go all the way back to COD 4, the host had to jump on everybody. He was the first guy to know that anything happened. And then if you go to Modern Warfare 3, you know, people were calling it the host disadvantage. And you know, what they did is they kind of nerfed the advantage that the host had, but sometimes they over nerfed it, and it became kind of getting shot again by my own team. Sometimes they over nerfed it, and you know, it didn't go the way that it was supposed to go. So yeah, anyway, dedicated servers are mostly a better experience. The downside is it's a little harder to host it for the company that runs the game. And some of it is not just a money problem. Like you know, heck, Grand Theft Auto had all the money they needed, but it can just be a complicated problem to fix. If Call of Duty drops and they're not able to host dedicated servers on the scale that Call of Duty requires, then it's going to really show. You know, it's going to be a big deal and people are going to notice it. So they're a little tougher to run, but when you get it right, the playing experience is better. And that's a good thing overall. This guy was waiting for me. Watch this. Yeah, he was waiting for me to come back to that window. One thing that this ties into that I wonder, you know, how it's going to play out is the reputation system. One thing COD's doing, and Grand Theft Auto does this too, by the way, is they have this system where if you're a jerk, maybe you don't play the objective, maybe you play music, or maybe you troll people, whatever. If you're one of those guys that people don't enjoy playing with, then you get like lumped into other people that people don't enjoy playing with. So skill-based matchmaking was introduced in Black Ops 2. Well, not introduced, but you know, stressed. And going forward, like jerk-based matchmaking is going to happen too. And the more characteristics you put on matchmaking, the more you threaten the connections. You know, at first it was all about connection. That was the only thing that mattered. Whoever had the best connection was the guy that you played with. And then they started saying, you know what, we think these games are better when people of equal skill levels play each other. Now it's going to be, well, let's look at the guy's skill level, let's look at the guy's connection, let's look at the guy's reputation, and combine these things all in one and see who is the best person for you to be playing with. Well, you know, that's what COD Ghost is going to have. If they have enough players to slice and dice who my best match is, then it's going to be great. If they don't have enough players, then it's going to be rough, and I'll get bad connections. We'll see. It's coming soon. Oh, and we need to do a road to Call of Duty Ghosts soon. It's not quite ready yet. It's not going to be in any stores, but I look forward to it. It's always a good time. It's like an annual tradition. Road to COD Ghosts.